I have done with that, sir.
Sir, I am
Completed.
unable to do 9th task.
What is that 9th task?
1 minute, sir.
Tell me the syntax, what you have written.
Data.
Okay.
Sample 2.
You should write, what's our name?
Madhvi.
Madhavi. What is the library you have created?
My own name, sir, Madhvi.
15
Then
business
you should
days.
write Madhavi.sample2.
16 November.
Then?
Parenthesis keep.
Okay.
Is equal to name.
Okay.
Is wait. Rename.
Okay.
Is equal to parenthesis. Name is equal to student underscore name. Sex is equal to gender. Parenthesis close. Where is equal to parenthesis age is equal to in 40.
No, age is equal to, you should write either is equal to or in, anyone. Age in.
Yes, sir, age is equal to in.
No is equal to, just age in.
Okay,
Age
sir.
space in.
Okay. Age in 14, 15, 16.
14. Age in open the parenthesis. Age in open the parenthesis.
Okay.
Did you open the parenthesis?
Where is equal to parenthesis age in.
No. Where is equal to open the parenthesis. Age space in. Open the parenthesis. What are the age values you want to have?
13, 14, 15.
13, 14, 15. Close the parenthesis.
Okay.
That's it. You want to have anything other than that?
Okay, sir.
No, right? So you should close the parenthesis 3 times.
Okay, sir.
I hope everybody has completed their task. Done,
Yes,
everyone?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, then. Once you have completed the data statement, what is the next statement we have?
INFILE.
INFILE statement. Very good. Now, I want to create a data set from raw data. So now this is my raw data. I want to create a data set. I am writing now data set name INFILE data lens, because we have in stream data, and then input ID, name, $symbol, sex, $symbol, age, salary, semicolon. Then I'm writing data lines. Finally, I'm writing run semicolon. Okay. If I select the program, execute the program, I will have a DS1 data set. In the DS1 data set, I have 5 variables. I will have 5 variables and 4 observations. Now, on my desktop, I have a SAS folder. In that SAS data folder, in that I have a demo1 text file. Shift, right click, copy as path. Now, I want to create a data set. Data space emp INFILE path of the text file. Input. I want to have emp ID, name character data $symbol, age sex character variable $symbol, salary, location character variable $symbol, semicolon, run. Now select this program and execute the program. We will have emp dataset. This is how we create a dataset when we have a data in a text file. Now, I want to create a dataset from CSV file called hot. Shift, right click, copy as path, go to the program. Now, you know that how to create a dataset from CSV file. I am writing proc space import. Data file is equal to the path of the CSV file. Now, within the same statement, out is equal to dataset name. DBMS is equal to CSV. If you want, you can write the replace option, semicolon run. select the program, execute the program, we have a hard data set. You know, more or less for Excel sheet also, we write the same program, isn't it? The only difference is the path is going to be different. It is going to be .xls. The DBMS is going to be XLS. Please run. Now, I want to create a data set from existing data set called EM, or I want to copy the data set from SAS help library into work library. I want to copy class data set. Now I'm writing data, class, set, SAS help.class, semicolon run. You know, these are the four methods that we create a data set in general. One is from in-stream data. The second one is from text file data. The third one is from CSV file or Excel sheet. And the fourth one is a new data set from existing data set. Now, after seeing these four programs, tell me when we require the next statement, which is INFILE statement. When we require INFILE statement?
For in-stream data and text for the
file
text file.
and in-stream.
Very good. When we have in-stream data, which means when we have a raw data, or when we have a text file data, we require, what we require? We require INFILE statement. Otherwise, we do not require. So when we are importing an Excel sheet or a CSV file, or when we are creating a data set from existing data set, we do not require INFILE statement. And after that, tell me what we are doing, what we are writing in the INFILE statement in these two scenarios.
Variable names.
Part of the first display in the variable names.
So when we have in-stream data, we have specified the data lines. When we have a text file data, we have given path of the text file, the path of the file, the location of the file. So that means what is INFILE statement is doing here? INFILE statement. What is INFILE statement doing? INFILE statement identifies the data.
Locate the data.
It tells us where we have the data. It locates the data, where we have the data. So that means when we have in-stream data, we write data lines or cards. So that means if we write a data lines or card, that means we have in-stream data.
Okay.
When we have a data in an external file, text file, what we will write? We will write the path of the text file. That means INFILE statement locates or identifies whether it's an in-stream data or external text file data. Now you only define what is INFILE statement. We require
locate the
INFILE
source
statement. INFILE statement when we have raw data or when we have text file data. Okay, and what it will do? It locates, okay, or identifies whether it is raw data or text file data. Whether we have, if we have a raw data, we specify data lines or cards. When we have a text file data, we specify the location of the file. Understand this one? It locates or identifies whether it is in a raw data or text file data. Understand this one? Now, I told you one more thing. When we are creating a data set from in-stream data, how SAS can understand 1001 should go to ID, ABC should go to name, M should go to sex, 23 should go to age, salary 45,000 should go to salary. How SAS can understand this?
By giving space.
I told you by default, space is the delimiter. So I told you in the backend, we are going to have input pointer. It will start reading from here. Now, the rule is space or 8 character, whichever comes first, it will stop there. Now, 0, 0, 1 space. So 0, 0, 1 will go to ID variable. And after the space again, 1, 2, 3 space, ABC will go to name variable. And after the space, M will go to sex variable. And after the space, 23 will go to age variable. After the space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 45,000 will go to salary. So that means by default, who is the delimiter?
Space.
This is the delimiter. What do you mean by delimiter? It separates two values. So now 0, 0, 1 will go to one variable, and after the space, the next value will go to the next variable. After the space, the value will go to the next variable. After the space, the value will go to the next variable. After the space, the value will go to the next variable. Understand? So by default, space is the delimiter. Say, for example, if we have more than 8 characters, now what will happen? I told you, it will start reading here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It will read maximum 8 characters. The remaining part will be ignored. So by default, it can read only up to 8 characters. We'll see later what we should do if we have more than 8 characters. Understand this one. So for the time being, I will take only less than or equal to 8 characters. Now, so since we have in-stream data, in the INFILE statement, I'm writing the data lines. In this scenario, since we have a text file data, in the INFILE statement, we are writing the path. Now, depends on our requirement. In the INFILE statement, after writing the data lines or the path of the text file, you know what we will do? We write options in the INFILE statement. By the way, in which statement I'm writing these options? INFILE statement. That's why these options are called INFILE statement options. Understand? INFILE statement options. So what are these options that we have when we should use these options? So we'll see one by one, what are the options that we have. Now, this is my data. I want to create a data set. Okay. I'm writing data. I want to have a data set named DS1. DS1 semicolon. In file, since we have in-stream data, I'm writing the data lines, semicolon. In the input statement, I'm writing ID, name, dollar symbol, sex, dollar symbol, age, salary, semicolon. Then I'm writing the data lines. And after the data got over, you should write the run statement. If I execute the program, am I going to get the data?
Yes, sir.
Will I get the data?
No, sir, comma.
No, sir.
sir.
And I told you, by default, space is the delimiter, isn't it? So that means now when SAS reading the data, how it will read, it will start here. What is the rule I told you? Space or 8 characters, whichever comes first. Okay, now it will start here. 1, 2, 3. Do we have space here?
No.
No. It will read this one also. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I told you by default it can read up to 8 characters of space. Since we do not have a space anywhere, it will read 8 characters. But 001, comma, ABC, comma, here we have total 8. This value should go to which variable now? ID. ID is a numerical variable. It cannot understand the character and of special characters. It cannot read the data. So that's why if I execute the program, I will not get the data in the DS1 dataset. Now, what we should do if we have a data like this one, the specialty of this data is between the data values, what is the delimiter we have? Comma. Sometimes you will get the comma as a delimiter. When we have a comma as a delimiter, now in the INFILE statement, since we have in-stream data, write the data lines and give at least one space. Now we should write an option called DSD. What is this DSD? DSD means delimiter sensitive the data. Delimiter sensitive data. This is an INFILE statement option. Whenever we have a comma as a delimiter between the values, now in the INFILE statement, we use DSD. It will treat comma as a delimiter. Now, see, in the INFILE statement after the data lines, I have written the DSD. I'm selecting the program. executing the program. Now we have a DS1 data set. Now if I open the DS1, can you see? Now we have the data. So when we have comma as a delimiter in the infile statement, what we should write now? We should write DSD. DSD stands for delimiter sensitive data. What it will do? It will treat comma as a delimiter. Understand this one?
Sir, ID, why is it not taking 001?
Because if it is a numerical variable, you will not have any value for initial zeros, right? 001 is nothing but 1 only.
Okay.
Since you will not have any value for initial zeros, so 001 is getting as an a 1. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is my data. But the difference with this data is, I have comma as a delimiter. Along with that, name values contains quotations, single quotes. So you will get a comma as a delimiter, and at the same time, we have a quotations for name variable. Now, by the way, I want to create a data set. I'm writing data DS2 semicolon. Then I'm writing INFILE. Since we have in-stream data, I'm writing the data lines. Then I'm going to specify input ID, name character data $symbol, sex character data $symbol, age, salary semicolon. Then I'm writing the data lines. Okay, and finally run semicolon. What should I do since we have a comma as a delimiter? What we should do?
DSD.
We need to specify the DSD. Now I'm writing the DSD. You know what DSD will do? It will treat comma as a delimiter, and at the same time, it has got another ability. It can remove the single or double quotations present on the character values. So if I execute the program, I will get the DS2, and you will get the data in all the 5 variables and 4 observations, and at the same time, for the name variables, you will not have those quotations. So what the DSD can do? DSD can remove the single or double quotations of character data. It is the second important function of the DSD. Understand this one? Is this clear, everybody? Now, again, I'm showing the same data. In the third observation, unfortunately, I didn't get the name value. Since we do not have a name value, we have 2 consecutive. What are these 2 consecutive commas? So I want to create a data set. I am writing data DS3 semicolon INFILE. Since we have in-stream data, I am writing data lines. Then I'm writing input. I want to have ID number. Then the name character variable $symbol, sex character variable $symbol, age, salary semicolon. Then I'm writing data lines, and finally run semicolon. Generally 002 should go to which variable? ID number.
ID.
And what is the next variable we have in the input statement? Name. So do we have a name value here? No. So M should go to name, generally. And 21 should go to 6. And 36,000 should go to age variable. Because we do not have name value here. We do not have name value. But since we have a comma as a delimiter, I am writing in the INFILE statement, I am writing the DSD option. You know what this DSD will do? DSD will treat comma as a delimiter, and at the same time, if we have 2 consecutive special characters, any 2 consecutive special characters, not only comma, if you have any 2 consecutive special characters, now the DSD will treat it as a missing value. So that means in the third observation, for the name variable, we will get a missing value. So M will go to, as usual, into sex variable, 21 will go to age variable, 36,000 will go to salary. So that means what is the third important function that we have for DSD? DSD will treat 2 consecutive special characters as a missing value. Now see, if I select the program, execute it, I will have a DS3. Now can you see we have the data? In the third observation, name we have as it is missing value, and sex value will go to sex variable only, age value in age variable, and the salary value in salary variable. Okay, so DSD has got 3 important functions. Okay, what are the 3 important functions that what it will do? It treats comma as delimiter. And what is the second function that we have? It can remove single or double quotations, double quotations of character data. And what is the third important function that we have? The third important function that we have, it will treat two consecutive special characters. Special characters
Missing value.
As missing value. Okay, so these are the 3 important functions that we have for DSD. Clear, everybody?
Special character means it will accept as $_
Any special character. Any special character.
Okay.
Sir, in the DS2.
Long form is one time.
Pardon? What is that?
Long form DSD.
Renuka, I'm not getting your voice. Come again.
Long form DSD long form.
DSD, delimiter sensitive data.
Okay.
Sir,
So if it is
Yes.
double space means?
You can have any number of spaces. Minimum you should have single space. Okay. So
Sir,
for example, in this
DSD
scenario, you have multiple spaces, but not a problem. SAS can understand 001 will go to ID, ABC will go to name. Okay.
Sir, I have a small doubt, sir.
Yes.
Sir, please scroll down, sir. Here you have written the functions of DSD. Yes, sir. Here you mentioned that it can remove singular double quotations of character data.
Mm.
Sir, why should we put double quotations of to character data, sir?
No, sometimes you will get, along with the data, you'll get the double quotations. Like you'll get this side double quotation and this side also double quotation.
From
You got
data,
the data in that way.
From data itself,
Sometimes-
default we get.
Yes, by default you'll get in the data. Okay. So to remove that, we use a DSD. We don't put the commas. You'll get the data along with those quotations. In that scenario, we should use DSD.
Okay, sir.
Sir, but here we have a comma and the double quotation consecutive is there, no?
Yes.
In the previous one, sir, that DS2.
Okay.
We have 2 consecutive special characters, right? Comma and double quotations.
But this is
Why?
this is belongs to what you call variable, no data, no.
Okay, sir. If we remove the double quotations on the last means, it will take that as a empty.
Yes, it will take it as an empty.
Okay. Can you try that one, sir? No,
Please
no,
have
not
a
like
DS.
not like that,
No.
sir.
Hmm.
Here in ABC.
Like this one.
No,
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 sir,
no.
it is saying one side with inverted commas and
One
the other
side
side without
keep that
inverted
double
commas.
quotation, and another side remove that one.
You should do you want to keep one side quotations and another side you do not want to have quotations?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How does it take that?
No, it will get an error. Can you see? We are getting that quotation as it is. And we are not getting the data in the 4th observation. Why we are not getting the 4th observation? Yes, we are getting this as a missing value as missing value. But here,
Sir, here 2 consecutive means the same special characters.
yes,
2 same consecutive special characters.
it no need to be two same. You can have any 2 special characters also.
Yeah, but here we have one comma and one double quotation, but it accepting the data, no, sir.
Where here?
No, sir. In ABC, We kept
Okay.
starting. Yeah, we kept that one as a double quotation.
If we have on both the sides, it is getting removed. Otherwise, it won't be get removed, right? So now see, you should have on both the sides, then it will get removed.
Okay.
Now it is going to be get removed.
Sir, in that case also the special characters consecutive, no?
Yeah.
That's why I got that one.
But it is not the quotations. I'll show you one
So
thing.
he meant to say comma and quotation mark are special characters. No, those are consecutively there in the statement, even though it
I'll
is
show you.
taking as
Yeah.
ABC.
Yeah, I'll show that one. I'll come over there. Now, this is my data. What is the delimiter that we have here?
Star, sir. Star.
Asterisk symbol. Asterisk symbol. Asterisk symbol. I want to create a data set. Okay. Now I'm writing data DS1 in file. Since we have in-stream data, I am writing the data lines, then input ID, name $symbol, sex $symbol, age, salary. Then I'm going to specify the data lines. And finally, now I'm writing the run semicolon. Will I get the data if I execute this program? No. Because by default, SAS thinks space as a delimiter, but we do not have a space, we have something other. What is that we have? Asterisk symbol. You know what we should do? You know what we should do when we have comma, but we don't know what we should do when we have an asterisk symbol. Okay, but I know only one thing, DSD. I'm trying to use the DSD in the INFILE statement because I know what we should do when we have a comma. So I want to know that whether the DSD will work in this scenario or not. Now I'm selecting the program, executing it. Now we got the DS1, but unfortunately, we do not have any data. So that means when we have an asterisk, what we can do, we cannot use DSD. Then what we should do when we have an asterisk symbol? Now, when we have an asterisk symbol, now we should use an option called DLM is equal to. Now within the quotations, whatever the special character that we have, you have to mention that special character. So that means in the INFILE statement, after the data lines, you should write DLM is equal to. Now within the quotations, what is the special character that we have in the data? Asterisk symbol. Now we have to mention that asterisk symbol here. Now select this program and execute the program. Now we are going to have a DS1 data set. Now open the DS1 data set. Now can you see what we have now? We got the data. So that means when we have an asterisk symbol, what we can use? We can use DLM is equal to. By the way, what do you mean by DLM? DLM means delimiter is equal to. So when you're writing this option, you can write either DLM or you can also write delimiter is equal to. You can write complete name also. Delimiter is equal to, or simply you can write DLM is equal to. When we should use delimiter is equal to or DLM is equal to, DLM is equal to special character. It treats, okay, any special character as a delimiter, including comma. That means when we have a comma, then what we can use now? You can use either DSD or DLM also. Understand this one? Now say, I'm going back to this data. I'm taking this data. Now I want to create a data set. Now, you know that when we have a comma, what is the delimiter you should use? DSD. But, we can use DLM also because DLM works for any special character. Input, ID, name $, $, age, salary. So, you know that we can use a comma, but you can use a DSD, but I do not want to use DSD. I want to use DLM. So then how we should write if we want to write a DLM? DLM is equal to, within the quotations, we should write the comma. Now select the program, execute the program. You will have a DS2. Now can you see we have the data? So how we can define our DLM? DLM treats any special character, including comma, as a delimiter. Understand this one?
Sir, what if we have more than one delimiter?
What we should do when we have more than one delimiter? Say, for example, now this is my data. What is the delimiter we have?
Asterisk symbol.
Asterisk symbol and can you carefully observe this one? We have two delimiters. Now I'm writing input. I want to have ID, name, sex, age, and salary. When we have a multiple special characters as delimiters, you know what we should do? You have to write DLM is equal to, now within the quotations, you have to specify all the special characters. We have asterisk symbol and we have a comma. Okay, now I'm selecting this program, executing the program. We are going to have DS3. Now, can you see? We have the data. Now, just imagine I have here, say for example, @ symbol. Okay, and here I'm having, say for example, you know, hash symbol. Now, what I should do now? DLM is equal to, you can add any order, asterisk symbol, comma symbol, @ symbol, and hash symbol. You need to list out all the special characters in DLM is equal to. Now you'll get the data. But remember, along with these special characters, if you have a space in some places, you know what we should do? When we have everywhere spaces, you no need to add anything at all, isn't it? By default, SAS can understand. But if you have a space along with other special character, now in the DLM, you have to mention the space also. Say, for example, I'm not writing the space. Okay, first of all, I will execute this program and I'll show you what is going to happen. Now, we should get the 4 observations, but can you say I'm not getting all the 4 observations? So that means when we have a space along with other special characters, you have to mention the space also. Now, select the program and execute the program. We are going to have a DS3. Now, can you see? Now we got all the 4 observations. Understand this one?
Okay. What if we have a no value somewhere?
Now, where we do not have the value, say for example, you didn't get here. So that means in the second observation, what is the problem here?
No, name is not there.
Name is missing value. But how many observations you should get if the program successfully executed?
4.
You should get 4 observations. Before that, I'm deleting, DS3 data set. I'm executing the program. You should get 4 observations. But can you see how many observations I'm getting?
Only 3.
Only 3. So that means, can you see in the second observation in the name variable what value that we have?
Empty.
6 value. We have F.
6. Sorry, sir. 6.
So I told you, if you have 2 consecutive special characters, if you want to treat that as a missing value,
Okay.
you know what we should do?
DSD.
Along with the DLM, now we should add the DSD. That means sometimes you should use DSD and DLM together. Now I'm reading the DSD. Now the DSD will treat 2 consecutive special characters as a missing value only. Now we are getting all the 4 observations. And in the second observation, name is coming missing value as missing value. And when it comes with the quotations, quotations doesn't work as a delimiters.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now you only tell me what is the difference between DSD and DLM. Very, very important interview question. What is the difference between DSD and DLM? DSD treats only
Only
Comma
as a delimiter,
delimited.
isn't it? But what about the DLM?
It can be treated as special
All
characters,
special characters.
including comma as a delimiter.
Any special
Any
character,
special
Including
as delimiter.
comma as a delimiter. And what is the second difference that we have seen just now? It will treat
It treats the two
consecutive
consecutive
special characters
as a
consecutive
missing value.
special characters as missing value.
Missing value.
But what about the DLM? It can't do that one. Okay, now we'll see the third difference. Say for example, now this is my data. Okay, I want to create a data set. I will take here also value for time being. Okay, I want to create a data set. Now tell me how to read the program data. Data I want to have in a DS4. Then I'm writing INFILE. Since we have in-stream data, I'm writing the data lines. Then I'm going to specify input. I want to have ID, name $symbol, sex $symbol, age, salary. We have a comma as a delimiter. What is the option we can use?
DSD and
DSD.
Either you can use the DSD or
DLM.
because DLM also can treat comma as a delimiter. Now, see, I'm using DLM anyway. But if you write a DLM, how we should write it?
DLM equals to
Quotation.
But when writing a DSD, you no need to write quotation equal to plus and all. Simply DSD. Because anyway, DSD is only for comma. Right? Now, if I execute the program, now we are going to have a DS4 data set. Now, can you see how we have the data? We got the data, but those quotations are as it is we have. That means what you can understand,
DLM cannot remove the quotation.
DSD can remove
quotation
single or double quotations, double quotes of given character data. Isn't it? But what about the DLM? DLM cannot remove that. It can't remove.
Yes.
You'll get those quotations as it is into the data. Understand this one? So these are the three differences that we have between DSD and DLM. Okay, so DSD will treat only comma as a delimiter, but the DLM can treat any special character as a delimiter. DSD, can treat two consecutive special characters as a missing value, but DLM cannot do that one. And the third one is, what is the third one? The third one is DSD can remove single double quotations on the character data, but DLM cannot do that one. Understand this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay then.
Sir, if we are using both DSD and DLM, is there any order of execution, or we can write anything?
You can write in any order. You can write in any order. Not a problem at all.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, in the first point of DLM, writing any special character including comma, it won't read double or single quotes.
Double quotations and single quotations not part of it. Those are not the delimiters.
Delimiters. Okay.
Okay. Now this is my data. This is my data. I want to create X, Y, Z 3 variables. In the X variable, I want to have 147, Y variable 258, Z variable, I want to have 369. So that means who is the delimiter here?
A.
Alphabet A. Now I want to create a demo data set. I'm writing data demo. INFILE, since we have in-stream data, I am writing the data lines. Then I'm writing the input statement. I want to have X, Y, Z, all three are numerical variables. I'm writing data lines, and finally run statement. Am I going to get the data? No. I will not get the data because by default SAS space is the delimiter, but we do not have a space. Now, when we have an alphabet as a delimiter, what we should do in this scenario? Now, in the INFILE statement, now also we can write DLM is equal to. Now, within the quotations, what is the delimiter we have?
A.
That too, we have a capital A. Data case sensitive, you should have only capital A. Now, select the program, execute the program. Now, can you see we have a demo data set? Now we got the data. So DLM is not only for special characters, it will also treat alphabet as a delimiter also. Understand this one?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is my data.
So can we use numbers also for as a delimiters?
Yes, you can use. Now, this is my data. Now, who is the delimiter?
ABC.
ABC string, sir.
Now, we have string as a delimiter. You know what you mean by string?
Number of alphabets.
A word, sir. Word. Meaningful.
All strings are not words.
Group of
String means group of characters. It may or may not be a word. That means all strings are not words, but all words are strings. Okay. I want to create data set. I'm writing data demo1 INFILE data lens. Then I'm writing that input. In the input, I'm writing X, Y, Z. I'm writing the data lines. Okay. Now finally run. Now what should I do? Now in the INFILE statement, after the data lines, I'm writing DLM is equal to, capital ABC. Now execute the program. We are going to have a demo1 data set. Now can you see we have the data? So that means DLM not only for specific character, but you can also use it for the string. But, yes.
So instead of suppose one ABC, two CA, like something else would be there, EFG, and so on. What will be the data then? Output?
Sure. Now, I'm taking the same data again, but when we have a string as a delimiter, I told you what we can write when we have a string as a delimiter. What is the option we are writing?
DLM.
DLM is equal to, within the quotation, the string. But we can also write one more option called DLMSTR is equal to. Now, within the quotations, whatever the string that we have, we should write the string. So, when we have a string as a delimiter, either you can write DLM is equal to, or what other thing that we can write? We can also write DLMSTR is equal to. So now I am writing a DLMSTR is equal to. Now I want to create a demo2 data set. Now I'm selecting the program, executing the program. Can you see now also we will get the data? Now what is the difference between DLM and DLMSTR? What DLM can, DLM will treat individual characters as a delimiters. So that means in one occasion, I have ABC. In a second place, say for example, I have, CBA. And here I have, say for example, ACB. And here I have, say for example, I have BCA. And here I have, say for example, ACB. So that means I have same letters, but in different order. What DLM will do, DLM will treat each character as one unit. So that means you can have either ABC or you can have a CBA, you can have in any order, because it will treat individual characters as a delimiters. Understand what I'm saying? But DLMSTR will treat string as a delimiter. So that means when you're using a DLMSTR, you should have the same string every time. You cannot have a shuffled characters. You should have always ABC, because it will treat string as one unit. Understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So that means DLM will treat individual alphabets, individual characters as one delimiter. So that if I write ABC, here you can have in any order. But when you're using a DLMSTR, it should be always in the same ABC order. Okay, and somebody asked me, so instead of ABC, in some other place, I have an XYZ. Now, what should I do? Now, in this scenario, you can go with a DLM, because DLM treats individual characters. So you have to mention all the characters that we have as a delimiter. So that means in one place you can have AAA, in another place we can have BBB also. Okay, and in another place we have an XYZ, ABC, CBA. You can have in any order, because what the DLM will do, it will treat one character as one unit. Understand this one. But what that DLMSTR will do? It will always treat only ABC string as a delimiter. Understand this one. But if I execute the program demo 1, I will get the data. I will get the data, not a problem at all. But the DLMSTR always you should have only the same string.
And also only one string. It will work only for one string.
Only one string. The same string you should have.
Yes, sir. If we have multiple means we have to use DLM.
DLM.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is the situation. I have ABC. In the first occurrence, I have a capital ABC. In the second occurrence, I have capital A, small b, small c. In the last occurrence, I have small ABC. Here, I have capital A, small b, capital C. I have small a, capital ABC. I have a small a, capital B, small c. Now, if I want to use the DLM, how I should write DLM now? DLM is equal to, you have to mention all the things.
Capital ABC, small ABC.
Small ABC.
Because it is always this each character, one character at a time. But what is the situation here? The same string, but different cases. Now see, I want to create a demo 3. I will get the data because of, but you have to mention DLM, we have to mention capital ABC and small ABC also. But now, I'm writing the same program, but I want to use the DLMSTR. Now, if you want to use the DLMSTR, now we can write a DLMSTR is equal to, you can write any one thing, either capital ABC or small ABC. But do we have every time capital ABC, even though I mentioned the capital ABC here? No.
No, sir.
Now, in that scenario, along with the DLMSTR, you should write one more option, and that is called, DLMSOPT is equal to. That means delimiter string option is equal to, now within the quotations, you should write I. What is this I stands for? Ignore the case. Ignore the case. If you have ABC anywhere, treat it as a delimiter. Whereas in uppercase ABC or a mixed case or small letters or proper case, whatever it might be. Ignore the case and treat ABC as a delimiter. Now, select the program, execute the program. Yes, I'm going to have a demo 4 data set. Now, can you see? We have the data. So in this scenario, if you want to write, instead of this one, if you want to write the DLM, how we should write the DLM? DLM is equal to, you should write capital ABC and you should also mention small ABC. But if you wanted the DLMSTR, along with the DLMSTR, what I should write? I should DLMSOPT is equal to, that means delimiter string option is equal to I. I stands for ignore the case. Understand this one?
So what I stands for?
Ignore the case.
Sir,
Yes.
You said like DLM is if suppose ABC is in uppercase and after 2 it is in ABC is in lowercase. So we have to write just DLM is equal to capital ABC
and small ABC also.
Small ABC and
Yes.
either of this or that, na?
Yes.
DLMSTR.
But if you want to write a DLMSTR, along with the DLMSTR, what is the other option I should write? DLMSOPT is equal to, because we have different cases every time.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to DLMSOPT is equal to. But if you have every time same case, only capital ABC would be fine.
Okay.
If you have a same string, different cases, then you should DLMSTR plus you should DLMSOPT is equal to. Okay.
If suppose this is the case, 1 ABC uppercase, 2 EFG, and after third, in second after fourth, XYZ and something like that, so on.
You have to write only DLM. DLM is equal to, what and all the characters that we have, you should write everything. I have somewhere ABC, I have XYZ, I have EFG. You should everything.
Everything in inverted commas.
Both. And whatever the cases that we have, you should write all the cases. I have ABC uppercase, you should write ABC uppercase. And in some place I have ABC small letters also, you should do small ABC also.
Okay.
So DLMSOPT can be used along with DLMSTR only.
Only DLMSTR only.
We don't use in any case single DLMSOPT, right?
Yes.
Sir, it means we have to use DLMSTR when we have only one string all over the data as a DLM.
Yes. If you have only one string between all the values, you should use DLMSTR.
Or it may be that the same order.
Yes. Okay. Is this clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay then. Anybody, any doubts?
Sir, please write that DLMSTR and that ignorance part. Okay.
This is how we should it.
Okay.
I have the same string, but different cases. In the DLMS, you can add anything, capital ABC or small ABC you can add, but you should write DLMSOPT is equal to I.
Sir, if it is like DLMSTR ABC in capital and other thing like XYZ it is there, so in that case also it is applicable?
No, DLMSTR will be get applicable only when we have the same string everywhere.
Okay. Sir, if it is 2, it is ABC is there and XYZ, we can keep there XYZ and we can use this I?
No, you should use only DLM in the scenario.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys, then.
So can you go
yeah.
up once where we have used DLM and DSD in a single statement? I just want to see the step. Okay.
Okay, then. Okay, guys, then we'll continue in tomorrow's class.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.